איש אמו ואביו תראו, ואת שבתותי תשמרו, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Why the mitzvah of Shmiras Shabboth is connected to the mitzvah of Kivod Av Voem. This is Rashi's Kasha. Same thing by Aseres Adibros. The fourth dibur is Shmiras Shabboth, and the fifth dibur is Kivod Av Voem. Here is Yiras Av Voem. So Rashi explains, if the father or the mother tells his son, do me a favor, cook for me on Shabbos, I would have a minute to say that you have to listen to your parents. Im Yomer Loch Chaleles HaShabbos, would have a minute to listen to them. The Torah tells you, Al Tishma Lo, don't listen to your father. V'chen b'she'ar mitzvos. The same thing by any other mitzvah. That's why the Torah says, Ish imo ve'oviv tirou, have to respect your parents, until V'shapsoisai tishmoru, until Chilul Shabbos. Until they tell you to do something against the Torah, Ni Hashem Elokechem. The Chizkuni asks the famous kasha. The Gemara says in Masechta Yevamos, a person which is not ose ma'ase amchos, somebody who is not shomer Torah mitzvos, he loses the koach of father. He's not a father anymore. If a son is mekalel his father, is hayov miso. If a son hits his father, is hayov miso. But if his father is not shomer Torah u'mitzvos, is potur mi miso. Be'ose ma'ase amcho. The nosi be'amcho lo so'or. You're not allowed to curse. Has to be amcho. Has to be somebody who is ose ma'ase amcho. So the Chizkuni has a kasha. If this person tells his son to be mehalel Shabbos, he's automatically not ose ma'ase amcho. So I know already from the Gemara in Yevamos daf chobeis umet beis that I'm not mechuyev to listen to him. Not only that, if the son hits his father, that's not ose ma'ase amcho, he is potur from miso. This is the kasha of the Chizkuni. One teretz could be that we are not talking about a father that is mehalel Shabbos. A father that is shomer Shabbos, but he's telling his son to be mehalel Shabbos. He's machshil his son be'amira b'shlichus. And we have a klal in 3 Masechtes, Kedoshim and Beis, or Bekama Nun Aleph, Subus Tzaddik Ches Umet Beis. En shliach lidvar avero. If somebody tells somebody else go and kill somebody, and he listens, the shliach is chayov, and the meshaleach is potur. So who says that the Torah is talking about that father that is mehalel Shabbos? In Ochanami, the father is mehalel Shabbos. There's no havamina that the son has to listen to his father. The Torah is telling you that even if the father is a shomer Shabbos, but he's telling his son, be mehalel Shabbos, the son is not mechuyev to listen to his father. But this is not a good teretz, like the Yeshua's Yaakov in Simen Shin Aleph says, that sometimes we do say yesh shliach lidvar avero. Gemara bo b'Metzio, that Yud Omud Beis, if the shliach is not a bar chiyuvo, the person doing the shlichus is not a bar chiyuvo, then the meshaleach takes over. Yesh shliach lidvar avero. The meshaleach is chayov. In this case, says the Yeshua's Yankov, the kasha from the Chizkuni is very strong, because if the father tells his son, I want you to listen to me, the son is mechuyev to listen to his father. If the son is given the mitzvah of being mehalel Shabbos, is the son not bar chiyuva on the Hilul Shabbos, because he's listening to his father. He can't help it, he has to listen to his father. Then his father has the chiyuv Hilul Shabbos in his hands. According to this Gemara in Bava Metzia, the kasha of the Chizkuni is Hozer ben Eyur. It's a good kasha. The father tells his son, listen to me, be mehalel Shabbos. Son doesn't have a breira, he has to listen to his father. His father becomes a mehalel Shabbos. What's the havamina to listen? His father is not ose ma'ase amro, like the Gemara says in Yevamos. So why I need a posuk? It's obvious that the son is not mechuyev, not allowed to listen to his father. So the Yeshua's Yankov is mechazek the kushiyah from the Chizkuni. And Sefes the Yitzchok wants me to be metaretz this kushiyah from the Chizkuni. What's the havamina that he should listen to his father? It's not ose ma'ase amcho. But we are talking about a father that was never mehalel Shabbos. This is his first time that he's being mehalel Shabbos by telling his son to do Hilul Shabbos. And he bases on a shach that wants to be metaretz a kushiyah from Toisves Hulin Yudalet Amedalef. The halacha is that if somebody shechts a behemo on Shabbos, the shchita is kshera. If somebody shechts a behemo on Yom Kippur, even though he's a mechalel Shabbos, he's a mechalel Yom Kippur, shchita so kshera. It is not considered shchitas mumor. That's what it says in the Mishnah. Toisus has a kasha. The second he is mechalel Shabbos, he becomes a mumor. A mumor lechalel Shabbos is mumor lekol Torah kula. So the shach at the beginning of Yerdea, Sivkot and Gimel, wants to say that over here is talking about that he was never mechalel Shabbos before. This is the first time that he is shechting on Shabbos. Emelo, he does not become a mechalel Shabbos until the end of the shechita. At the end of the shechita already kshera. He was not a shchitas mumar yet. The next shechita is going to be a problem, but the first shechita is not a mechalel Shabbos yet. With this, he answers Toisus kasha. Why a shoichet b'Shabbos or b'Yom HaKippurim shechita so kshera? The teretz is we're talking about the first shechita that he never was mechalel Shabbos before. This teretz of the shach that there is a hechot timtzo, that a person should do an avera on Shabbos and is not considered a mechalel Shabbos the first time. Over here also, the father was never a mechalel Shabbos, and he's telling his son, be mechalel Shabbos for him. He will not become a mechalel Shabbos eno ose ma'ase amcho until the end of the shechita, like the shach says in the beginning of Yoredeya. The same thing over here. The Chizkuni asks a kasha. Why does the Torah tells you, Ish, Imo, Ve'oviv, Tiro, Ve'shabsoisai, Tishmoiru, that you don't listen to your father? Of course you don't listen to the father. Nosi be'amcho lo yiso'or, ve'oise ma'ase amcho. If he doesn't follow the Torah, you're not supposed to listen to him anyways. We know that from a different post. The answer is we're talking about somebody who was not Mechalel Shabbos yet. The first time he's being Mechalel Shabbos is now. That's the first teretz. The second teretz is the Baal HaFlo in Sefer HaMikna in Kedushin Dav Lamed Beis wants to answer the kushia of the Chizkuni that we're talking about a Mechalel Shabbos Beshogeg. The father does not know today is Shabbos. He's in the hospital. He tells his son to cook for him. Can the son be Mechalel Shabbos? Aseh of Kivudah Be'em Doche Delosa Aseh Shabbos? Answer is Ish Imo ve'oviv tiro ve'shabsoisei tishmoru ani Hashem. Don't listen to your father even though he does not know that today is Shabbos. There's a famous kushia that the Achronim asks. You're not allowed to cook on Yomtov for the weekdays. But if somebody does cook from Yomtov to the weekdays, let's say he did not know the halacha, does he get malchus? So we have the famous Shitas Rabbo of Ho'il. You don't get malchus because Ho'il umikloe lei orchim, Chozile. He's really cooking for Yomtov because in case if orchim would have come, he will be able to serve them on Yomtov, even though there's no orchim yet. But there is such a thing as Ho'il. It's possible that guests should come, even though his intention is to cook for the weekdays, there's no malchus. In Sochim Dav Memvov Beis, Toisus as a kasha. If somebody shechts on Shabbos, he's chayiv misa. B'shoigig is chayiv pa'korban. Why? We have a klal from Ho'il, according to Rabbo. Ho'il bechozi lechoyle sheyesh bo sakona. A person is allowed to shecht for a choyle, for a sick person, on Shabbos. So anybody that shecht on Shabbos, if he has no choyle, but since could have a choyle in his surroundings, and he could have shecht for him, how can a person bechlal be chayev on Chilul Shabbos? Every malacha that you can do for a choyle should become muter or poter me'oinish with the din of Rabbo, Ho'il, because it's possible. That's the kasha of Toisus. And Toisus answers, en hochanami. There is a difference between a choyle and a oireach. There's a difference between a guest and a sick person. One is more shchiach and one is not shechiach. The possibility of having guests is much greater than the possibility of having a chole. That's not considered hoil. We say hoil only for something which is shchiach, and we do not say hoil for something that is not shchiach. That's Toisus teretz. The kasha is now, according to this klal, this havamina, that a person would allow to be Mechalel Shabbos if his father asks him to be Mechalel Shabbos. It's very shchiach that a father asks his son, cook for me, do a malacha for me. Just like oreach is shchiach on Yomtov, and therefore there's no chiyuv onesh if somebody cooks on Yomtov lechol, because hoyel umikloi leorechim, maybe the orechim are going to use this food. Same thing over here. It's very shchiach that the father should ask his son to do some avodah for him. So what's the hava minu? The person should listen to his father to be mechalel Shabbos. That the Torah has to tell you a special posik. Ish imo ve'ovu diroves shabsoi saiti shmoyle. You are allowed to be mechalel Shabbos for a father according to this hava minu. Im ken botalto oine Shabbos min haTorah. But according to the Baal Aflo, Sefer HaMikneh, the Baal Ponim Yofos, that this posik is talking about a father that is a shoygek, that forgot that is Shabbos, to be able to answer the kushya from the chizkun. Only in such a case the Torah is talking about. Otherwise it's pashut, over pashut meod, that you're not supposed to listen to your father. A shoygek b'Shabbos is dover shelo shchiach. That a father should forget that today is Shabbos is milsa lo shchiach. It's just like a choyle. Just like a choyle is milsa lo shchiach, or b'shoygek is a milsa lo shchiach. And according to the first teretz, based on the shach, that only the first time the Torah tells you not to listen to your father, but the second time is poshut that you're not supposed to listen to your father because the first time is also milsa de lo shchiach. With this answers all the kushiyos.